and just have that one because you only got one mic today.
Right,
so,
right, okay.
If you take off the headphone thing, you won't hear it.
Okay, right.
Because I know you said the other day that you couldn't hear.
Yeah, but no, nothing was red.
Okay.
Yeah, they had all. So
how does it sound? Okay.
Yeah, but he's muted right now, right?
I know, but I'm in the field sound.
Oh, you mean in the car? Good idea.
Yeah, I can hear us talking on the iPad, so I guess the field mic's over there. No, where's the field mic?
This
there. It's weird.
You can hear it because the headphone icon's still in.
No, yeah. Okay, now.
Oh, I can hear us through that.
Okay, yeah, the field audio, yeah. We're live, so just let me know so I can unmute you whenever you want to go. Okay.
Pole to pole, off the camera, down the play. Okay? Down the back. All right. Let's go, light it up!
Hello and welcome. We are live. It's the first game of the series between MSJ and McDonogh. We are about to get started in about a minute or so. Starting for the Gales today is Peyton Holy. As the Gales are now taking the field, I'm Buck Rogers, and I'm going to be doing play-by-play for today's game. Gale. Got the Gales lineup today. Leading off for the Gales, Chase Nemec, then Yanni Escalera, Mike Goldsmith, Colin Harrison, Braden Ashburn, Carson Byers, Evan Whip, Evan Bodenseat, and then Trevor Mentz. And Peyton Holy on the mound for the Gales. Got Michael Goldsmith behind the plate today for the Gales. We'll probably get started in about a minute or so. Gales up to a pretty good season so far. And leading off for McDonogh, Eagles, number 22, Leo Antwerpen. So we will play ball. The first pitch, swing and a miss, strike one. So 0-1 to Antwerpen. The pitch home. That one hit in the right field and caught for the first out. Nice catch there by Evan Whip. Anderson Lambert now batting for McDonogh. Number 1 baseball player in the state takes strike one. And that makes it 0-1. The pitch home. That is fouled back and out of play. We'll make it an 0-2 count. So 0-2, nobody on, one away. Anderson Lambert batting. They'll pitch home. Up high for a ball. And it's 1-2. It's not a bad 2-strike pitch for Peyton Hooley. 1-2 delivery. And that's gonna miss. The count is even at 2 apiece for Anderson Lambert. Was one of the best players in the state, according to sources. 2-2 on the ground to second. The throw to first in time for the second out. So Trevor Mentz to Colin Harrison. And there's 2 away here in the top of the first. Sorry. Now I believe it is Anderson Lambert. The last batter was Michael Gorski. Now it is Anderson Lambert batting. The pitch home. Taken for a strike. It's 0-1. Yeah, so Michael Gorky was batting for McDonogh, and now Anderson Lambert batting. 2 outs, nobody on. This one popped up towards the right side. It's gonna be caught for the third out. And we're going to the bottom of the first. That's for McDonogh. I don't know who's.
You on the call?
Yeah, I'm on the call. All right. We are back. Ben Rosengarten on the mound for McDonogh today. And leading off for the Gales, number 29, the DH, Chase Nemec. He got hit in the pitch on the foot the other day. He had to come out of the game, but good to see him back today. And he's got Kung Fu Fighting as his walk-up song. The pitch home. That's going to hit the dirt, and he called a ball. 1-0 to Nemec. Nemec was actually replaced by Chase Roby, name twin, and Roby got a walk-off walk in the 7th. The pitch home. That's going to be lined into center field for a base hit. So Nemec is aboard. And now Yanni Escalera batting for the Gales. The speedster from Puerto Rico. Now batting. Fan favorite for MSJ players. And this pitch misses inside, I believe, for ball 1. 1-0 to Yanni Escalera. The pitch home. That one's going to be lined into right field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Nemec's going to go to third. And Yanni Escalera with a hit. And now there are runners on the corners with nobody out. And we got Michael Goldsmith now batting. So Gales with 2 hits right off the bat. The pitch home. Up high for a ball. Scoreboard at 1-0. The letter there, but you know what they say. Scoreboard doesn't lie. 1-0. Escalera going to second. This pitch popped up in the right field. It is caught for the first out. Nemec going to the plate, and he will score. Now the ball gets away for a little bit, and the Gales get their first run of the game. Escalera will hold at first. But Michael Goldsmith gets an RBI sacrifice fly for the Gales. And now batting for the Gales is Colin Harrison. Dirt kicking up towards where I'm at right now. As it's a windy and cold day, unlike Friday was. A pitch home is up high for ball 1. Looked like they were trying to avoid Yanni Escalera from stealing second base there. And they got that done. They're going to try to pick off Escalera, and he's back safely. So 1-0 to Colin Harrison. 1 out. Escalera on first. Gales up 1-0. The pitch home. And that's going to miss for ball 2. Looked like a little bit outside there for Colin Harrison. Harrison in a hitter's count. The pitch home is up high. Escalera going for second, and he is out at second. So we got 3-0 to Colin Harrison with 2 down. As Escalera caught stealing at second by the catcher, Sam Lerner. "3-0. The pitch in there for a strike. It's now 3-1. "3-1. Grounded and fouled. The count is full at 2 with 2 down and nobody on. Colin Harrison, the batter. Gales up 1-0 here in the bottom of the first. We'll see if they can add more. Here's the payoff pitch. That's going to bounce in the dirt, and that'll be ball 4. So Colin Harrison walks on a full count, and Braden Ashburn will now be batting for the Gales. Ashburn adjusts his gloves, so pitch home. That's grounded down the first baseline, and they got him at first. That will end the inning. But the Gales score 1 as we go to the top of the second. Now batting, he caught Yanni Escalera stealing in the bottom of the first. Anything that could have been, the Gales could have scored more than 1 in if it wasn't for that caught stealing. Holy's pitch home is in there for a strike. The 0-1 home. Down at the knees for strike 2. And the count is 0-2 to Sam Lerner, the catcher. Here's the pitch. That one fouled back and out of play. Count stays. Here's the pitch home. That's going to hit the dirt for ball 1. So we got a 1-2 count to the batter. The way player who I was talking about was the top player in the state was Anderson Lambert, by the way. 1-2. And that one just misses for ball 2. It looked a little bit inside. And Lerner stays alive. 2-2 delivery. And that's going to be a bit high for ball 3. And now the count is full, so it's gone from an 0-2 count to a full count for Sam Lerner. 3-2 delivery. That one lined to third and caught. The throw to first is in time. What a play by Braden Ashburn. That was a hard hit ball that Braden Ashburn had to go on his knees and get, and he made a nice throw to first. Now batting is Max Rose for McDonogh. The pitch at the knees for strike 1. Oh and 1 with 1 away. The pitch. This ball is going to be grounded. Tough play for Hooley. He throws to first and in time. What a play by Peyton Hooley. Swinging bunt for Max Rose. I didn't think Hooley had a chance. Now he gets to the ball and fires an on-time accurate throw to Colin Harrison. So now batting for McDonogh, J.A. Stevens with 2 down and nobody on. The pitch home. That one popped up and it's going to be foul back. Not sure where that ball went, but it's an 0-1 count to the batter. And we got time called. Oh, 0-1 delivery. And that is down low for ball 1. Jay Stevens batting and Peyton Hooley on the mound with 2 away here in the top of the second. The pitch home. And that one misses inside. It's ball 2. Gales lead 1-0. So you got to run in the bottom of the first. See if they're pitching and hold. The 2-1. Called strike 2 at the knees. And the count is even at 2-2 with 2 outs here in the top of the second. The 2-2 up high. And the count is full with 2 away. Full count pitch. And that misses. That's ball 4. And McDonogh has a runner on first with 2 down. As J.A. Stevens gets on for walk. Andrew Busek now batting for McDonogh. Two down and a runner on first for McDonogh. The pitch home. Upstairs for ball 1. And it's 1-0 to Andrew Busek, the number 7 hitter for McDonogh. The pitch home. Misses for ball 2. It's 2-0 to the batter. Two-0 delivery. And that's ball 3. They were trying to hold the runner at first, which they were successful. So now 3-0 to Andrew Busek after a walk to J.A. Stevens. And the 3-0 is a called strike. So Hooley able to get a strike there. Get back into the count a little bit. The 3-1. And that is fouled back and hit the mask of Goldsmith. Full count. Looks like Goldsmith's all right. Now the umpire looks like he's examining the baseball. Or does he make? No, he's giving a new baseball to the pitcher. So the count is full now for McDonogh. Runner on first, 2 outs, top to second, and the Gales lead 1-0. Three and two with 2 down. They try to pick the runner off at first, and he'll get back in safely. The full count pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. And that will end the inning. Or that will bring us to the bottom of the second, where the Gales will come up to bat. We are back in the bottom of the third. Now batting for the Gales, your left fielder, Carson Byers. They'll pitch home at the knees for strike one. Here in the bottom of the second, Gales got 2 hits, and a sacrifice fly by Michael Goldsmith to bring in Chase Nemec in the first. Let's see if they can do this inning. The 0-1, that one is lined to second base. The second baseman has it, and they got him at first. So now Evan Whipp will be hitting. Nice play there for second baseman Max Rose of McDonogh. Now the right fielder, Evan Whipp, will be hitting. They'll pitch home. Just down for ball one. And it's 1-0 with 1 away here in the bottom of the second. 1-0 delivery. Called strike at the knees. And the count is even at 1. 1-1 to Whipp. Misses up high for ball 2. And it's 2-1. Two-one delivery. Inside for ball 3. And it's 3-1 to Evan Whipp. He's got a hitter's count. Let's see who pitch he gets here. And that misses. So Whipp walks, and he'll get on first. And now batting for the Gales is the center fielder, Evan Bodenseek. So runner on first and 1 out. The pitch home. Bodenseek hits this one on the ground. The shortstop has it, but he can't make a play. That's going to be a base hit. A ground ball got into the deep infield. And the shortstop, Anderson Lambert, just had nowhere to go with it. It was a tough play, and he wasn't able to make a throw. So now Trevor Mentz on, batting. 2 on, 1 out. The pitch home. That's going to miss for ball 1. It's a cold day here today at the baseball field, so I can feel the wind now. I mean, on Friday, it's a much warmer day, but today, it's cold. 1-0 in the dirt, and the count is now 2-0 to the batter, Trevor Mentz. Whip on second, Bodenseek on first, with 1 down. The 2-0 delivery, and that's in there for strike 1. Now 2-1 to the batter, Trevor Mentz. Two 1. That one on the ground. He'll throw short. Oh, he drops the ball. And everybody's safe.
Wait on 1.
So, fielding. So, an error by the second baseman, Max Rose. And now Chase Nemec batting for the Gales. He got a hit and scored in the first inning. Has a perfect chance here with the bases loaded and 1 out. The pitch home. On the ground, and that's going to get through for a base hit. 1 run will score. Here comes Bodenseek to home, and he will score. The Gales lead it 3-0. And now Yanni Escalero's batting. So a 2-run single for Evan Whip. That's a good sign to see after he got hit in the foot the other day. And here's Yanni Escalera. Got a single in the first and then got caught stealing. And that pitch is up high for ball 1. Still only 1 away here in the bottom of the second. The pitch home in the dirt. And that makes it 2-0. The 2-0. Ball 3. And Escalera ahead 3-0. Let's see what the pitcher decides to throw here. Will McDonogh decide to reload the bases? A 3-0. And that's ball 4. So Escalera is all of the luck. And the bases are reloaded for Michael Goldsmith. Goldsmith hit into a sacrifice fly his first time up. And McDonogh will have a mound visit real quick before Goldsmith gets the chance to hit. Okay, looks like they are going to, at least for now, Ben Rosengarten staying in the game for McDonogh. So 1 out, bases loaded. In the bottom of the second, Gale's up 3-0, and they're looking for more of Michael Goldsmith up to bat. Goldsmith into a sacrifice fly his first time up, which caused a run to score. So he's already got an RBI in this game. Let's see if he can knock in some more runs here. The pitch home, and he will take that one for ball 1. 1-0 to Michael Goldsmith, the catcher. Here on this windy day. 1-0, that ball is lined in the right field, and that's going to be a base hit. Metz will score, Bodenseek will score, and Escalera will go to third. That makes it 5-0. And Chase Roby will pinch run for Michael Goldsmith at first base, as he's now got a 2-run single. Now batting Colin Harrison. The pitch home. Up high for ball 1. Five nothing Gales in the bottom of the second. Still only 1 out. Here's a slow roar. That goes foul. Strike 1. So we got a 1-1 count to Colin Harrison with 1 down. Now pitch home. Called strike. And it's now 1-2 to Colin Harrison with 1 out. The 1-2 delivery. Harrison hits this ball in the air. Center field. It's back at the warning track. He's called. No! He dropped the ball. And Escalera's going to score. Roby is out at second. But the Gales now lead it 6-0. Colin Harrison gets aboard with an error on the center fielder. And now the Gales have batted around. They got Braden Ashburn batting with 2 down. They're trying to pick off Harrison at first, and he'll get back in safely. A pitch home, and that's going to hit the dirt for ball 1. Two errors this inning for McDonogh. Could have gotten out of the inning by now. 1-0, and that's up and in. That's going to hit Braden Ashburn right in the helmet. It's now 2 on and 2 down in the bottom of the second. The Gales have scored 5 in now. And Carson Byers will hit to start off this inning. Will now get another chance to bat. Gales dominating this game. They are up 6-0. Two on, 2 outs. The pitch home in the dirt for ball. Good play That's a good block by the catcher to keep the runners at first and second. One 0. That ball is lined and caught. That will end the inning, but not before the Gales score 5. 6-0 Gales as we go to the third. They're back at the top of the third. Grady Lynch now batting for McDonogh, number 8 hitter. Gales up 6-0 now after a 5-run second. The pitch home, swing and a miss for strike 1. It's 0-1. The pitch popped up towards foul territory, and it is caught for the out. Carson Byers makes the catch in foul territory to get the batter out. And now Chase Ginsburg batting for McDonogh. The pitch home, up high for ball 1. The 1-0. That misses, ball 2. And it's 2-0. A strike at the knees, and it's 2-1 now to Chase Ginsburg. Foul tipped into the glove for strike 2. And the count is even at 2 for Chase Ginsburg. You can feel the wind now. It's coming in towards my face and towards the plate. Heavy winds as well. The 2-2. Called strike 3. And Ginsburg down on strikes as Holy had him frozen. And now Leo Antwerpen will be batting for McDonogh with nobody on and 2 outs. The pitch home. That ball hit in the right field, and that's gonna drop for a base hit. So Antwerpen breaks up the no-hitter. Good effort by Evan Whip. I mean, I thought Evan Whip almost had that one, but he just wasn't able to get there. And that will bring up Michael Gorski. The pitch home. That ball is lined and caught! What a play! Yanni Escalera. And we're going to the bottom of the third as Yanni Escalera makes a jumping catch on the line drive. Now McDonogh will make some defensive substitutions as we go into the bottom of the third. Ben Rosengarten was pitching. He'll now be playing left field. And the center fielder, J.A. Stevens, who made an error in the second, will come in the pitch here in the bottom of the third. He's a southpaw. Evan Whip batting for the Gales as they lead at 6-0. Here's the pitch. That ball is hit into left field and caught for the first out. So a hard hit ball for Evan Whip, but unfortunately it was right at the left fielder Rosengarten. He immediately gets a play in left field after pitching for the first 2 innings. And now here's Evan Bodenseek with one away here in the bottom of the third. A pitch to Bodenseek is in there for a strike. Bodenseek 0 for 1. He reached on an error his first time up. Started a little rally for the Gales. 0-1. That ball is foul, and it'll be 0-2. With one away to Bodenseek. 0-2, that is grounded to third, bobbled. Third of first is in time. So despite the bobble, the third baseman, Grady Lynch, recovers and gets Bodenseek out at first. And now, here's Trevor Mentz, number 9 hitter. By the way, we got watching the game today, former teacher and alumnus, Mr. Slattery. That pitch is taken for strike 1. And Trevor Mentz. So yeah, I'd like to give him a quick shout out. Well, he's done at MSJ as a member of the teacher, or as a member of the faculty. As a former member of the faculty, I should say. The 1-1 to Mentz. Inside, it almost hit him. 2-1. 2-1 to Ments. And that does hit him. So he'll get on board with 2 down. So 2 straight inside pitches to Trevor Ments from J.A. Stevens. And the second one clips him right on the foot. Now here comes Evan Whipp. 2 for 2 so far, including a 2-run single last inning. They try to pick the runner off at first, and he'll get back in safely. The pitch home. Misses for ball 1. One 0. Just misses for ball 2. And it's 2-0 to the batter, Evan Whipp. He's already having a good day after coming off of a foot injury the other day. The 2-0 bounces in the dirt, and it's now 3-0. Apologies, Chase Nemec, the batter. And Nemec takes up high for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second. Yanni Escalera now batting for the Gales. 2 for 2 so far. Inside for ball 1. Almost hit him. So we got Nemec on first and Ments on second. A strike at the knees. One. There's a ground ball. That's going to get through for a base hit. Mets coming around third. They'll play at the plate, and there will be no throw. Nemec goes from first to third, and Yanni Escalera has an RBI single. That makes it 7-0 Gales in the bottom of the third. And Michael Goldsmith now batting. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. The pitch home. In there for strike 1. And it's 0-1 to Michael Goldsmith with 2 down here in the bottom of the third. Oh, 1. That's in there for a strike as well. 0-2. Now to Goldsmith, who's had 3 RBIs in this game. A sacrifice fly in the first and a 2-run single in the second. 0-2. He's able to get under that one, but this is going to be a nice catch by the left fielder to end the inning. We'll go to a 4th. Gales add 1 more as they lead 7-0. right, we are back, and now batting for McDonogh, number 1, Anderson Lambert. He's playing shortstop today, one of the top prospects in the country, one of the top players in the state, if not the top player. I mean, Gales also have a top player at shortstop in Yanni Escalera. This ball is hit high in the air, left center. Escalera calls off the fielders and makes the catch for the first out. So good communication there by the Gales. And Lambert's retired on the first pitch. Now batting, the catcher, Sam Lerner from McDonogh. Nobody on, 1 out in the 4th. Gales up 7-0. They'll pitch home. At the knees for a called strike. The 0-1. That ball is lined in the center, way back, and caught near the warning trap by Bodenseek for the second out. So 2 balls into the outfield, and it's been 2 outs for McDonogh, with Max Rose now batting. Peyton Hooley, the pitcher. They'll pitch home. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Oh, 1. And that will miss for ball 1. It is now 1-1 to Max Rose. There's a grounder, and that will be foul. 1-2 with 2 away, and nobody on for Max Rose, the second baseman for McDonogh, here in the top of the 4th. Peyton Hooley, the pitcher. His delivery is fouled back, and the count stays 1-2. Looks like we've got some dust coming up again. We've had that a few times today. Just some dust flying over the area due to the wind. The 1-2, called strike 3. And we'll go to the bottom of the 4th. The Gales 7, McDonogh nothing. As Peyton Hooley has been magnificent through 4. Welcome back. You're in the bottom of the 4th. First baseman Colin Harrison now batting for the Gales. Colin Harrison last time got an RBI on an error. Part of else I didn't get where McDonogh had 2 errors. Part of a 5-run Gales second. Gales got 1 in the 1st, 5 in the 2nd, and 1 in the 3rd. So they're now up 7-0, heading into the bottom of the 4th. And that is a strike up the knees. Let's see if they can add on any more here. So they're already up 7-0. 0-1. In the dirt. Count is even at 1. More dust. 1-1. A cut and a miss, and it's 1-2. The 1-2. That ball is lined to a shortstop who can't make the play. Harrison thought about going 2, but he'll stay at 1. And that's the second time he's reached on an error today. As it went off the glove of the shortstop. Wasn't an easy play for McDonogh, but definitely one they could have made. Until I scored that one, an error on scoreboard. The pitch misses for ball 1. There we go. Now we got the count straight. It's the 1-0 count to Braden Ashburn. Harrison on first, nobody out. The pitch, cut and a miss, and the count's even at 1. The 1-1, up high, and counts 2-1. I'm not sure what happened. Maybe a balk was called. Either way, Colin Harrison moves to second. There was no pitch on the play, and the count stays 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Did that hit him? It did, right on the foot. So Braden Ashburn on board with a hit by pitch. He got hit in the helmet last time, I believe. So it's 2 hit by pitches. That's 2 times he's been hit this game. That's got to hurt a little. The pitch to Carson Byers. Called strike. The 0-1. Misses for ball 1. And the count is now even at 1, with 2 on and nobody out for the Gales. 1-1, up and in. As Byers has to duck out of the way of that one. It's 2-1. There's a bunt, and that rolls foul. The count is even at 2. So 2-2 with 2 on and nobody out. For Carson Byers. 2-2 to Byers. And he takes outside. It's now full. Got 3-2. 2 on, nobody out. Stevens' pitch is popped back, and foul. Hit the netting, and the count will stay full. So full count to Carson Byers. They'll pitch home. And Byers walks. Now load the bases for Evan Whip. And time has been called as the catcher, Sam Lerner, will talk to the pitcher, J.A. Stevens. And looks like McDonogh's going to have a mound visit now. We're back after the mound visit. Evan Whip now hitting for the Gales. With the bases loaded and nobody out in the bottom of the fourth. Gales already up 7-0. Let's see if they can get some more. The pitch to Whip. Strike. And it's 0-1. The 0-1. And that just misses. Hitting Whip and scoring a run. That makes the count 1-1. The 1-1. And that one also just misses. It's 2-1. A lot of pitches that have hit or almost hit the Gales. Two 2-1. Upstairs. It's 3-1. So this is hitter's count for Evan Whip. They'll pitch home. And a cut and a miss as he was out in front of that one. The count is full. 3-2. On the ground and foul. Three to the Whip. Down low for ball 4. And that will score a run. And reload the bases. Evan Whip with an RBI walk. And it's 8-0 Gales. And McDonogh will bring in a new pitcher. And we will be back after the pitching change on MSJ TV. All right, we are back. Evan Bodenseek batting. Nobody out. Bases loaded. And McDonogh has just brought in a new pitcher. A pitch home. A strike. Cameron Schaeffler appears to be the pitch for McDonogh. The 0-1. And it's now 0-2 to Bodenseek. Oh, and 2. That ball is lined. That's going to get down for a base hit. Ashburn will score from third, but that's all. It's 9-0 as Evan Bodenseek gets a hit with an 0-2 count. And Trevor Mentz will be the batter. They'll pitch home. A strike. Trevor Mentz. Oh, 1. Mentz hits this ball in the air. Right field. It's caught. And that will be a run. So a sacrifice fly for Trevor Mentz makes it now a 10-0 game. Byers scored from third. And now Whip will go to third. Chase Nemec now batting. He's having himself a day so far. Let's see if that will continue here. Ten 0. Gales in the bottom of the fourth. One-0. Check swing. And he did not go. It's 2-0. A 2-0. Runner goes to second. And the pitch is a strike. But Bodenseek steals second. Two-1 on the ground to first. And they'll get out of first. Now we got a rundown. We're going to try to go back to third. And Whip gets back in safely. So no runs score. But only the batter is out. And Chase Nemec. Uh-oh. Evan Whip is down. Hopefully he's all right. We'll be back. Okay, we're back. Evan Whip able to get up. He's getting some water. And it looks like he's going to stay in the game. So that is a good sign for the Gales. So whatever the injury was, wasn't too serious. I mean, and the whip stays in the game. Yanni Escalera now batting with 2 on and 2 outs. Gales already up 10-0 here in the bottom of the 4th. The pitch home. Ball 1 in the dirt. One and 0 to Yanni Escalera. The pitch home. Escalera hits this one in the air to left. And it is caught for the 3rd out by the center fielder. That's going to be the inning. But the Gales lead at 10-0 as we go to the 5th. All right, we're back for top of the 5th. And J.A. Stevens is now batting for McDonogh. He got a walk his first time up. Let's see what he does here. No, pitch home. Inside for ball 1. Peyton Holy still on the mound after 4. Doing pretty well for himself. 1-0. Misses for ball 2. And the count's now 2-0. Strike at the knees. 2-1. 2-1. Nope, that will miss. It's 3-1 to J.A. Stevens. 3-1. That ball is lined center field. That ball is back. And it's going to be a ground rule double. So J.A. Stevens has a hit, only the second for McDonogh this game. He's now the first runner in scoring position for McDonogh. Andrew Busk. Cooper Chasem now batting for McDonogh. The pitch home, upstairs, and it's 1-0. One of delivery. Strike one. One. On the ground to second. Tough play at first, and it's in time for the out. But that will move Jay Stevens up to third, and McDonogh's got a chance to score. Nice play there by Trevor Mentz. Grady Lynch now batting. The pitch home. This is low for ball one. The 1-0 on the ground, first base, and it is a foul ball. Now they're going to call it fair. That will score a run for McDonogh, and the batter is out. So it's now 10-1 as McDonogh gets on the board here in the top of the fifth. RBI ground out for Grady Lynch. And this ball is fouled back. Oh, Sakar. Chase Ginsburg batting. At the trunk of a van. 0-1, a cut and a miss, and it's now 0-2. The 0-2. Swing and foul ball. Hit the umpire in the mask. Yeah, it looks like umpire's okay, so we will continue. 0-2, 2 down, in the top of the fifth for McDonogh. Gales lead at 10-1. McDonogh just got their first run in this inning, actually. 0-2, on the ground to third, bobbled, throw to first, in time! Braden Ashburn gets them out, and we'll go to the bottom of the fifth. Right. Bottom of the fifth, and we got Michael Goldsmith now batting. Cameron Schaefer still on the mound for McDonogh. 10-1 Gales. Let's see if they can add more. They've scored every inning so far. They'll pitch home. Misses for ball one. Now Cameron Schaefer looked pretty good last inning. Came in. Let's see what he does here. 1-0 up high for ball two. 2-0. There's a grounder to second. And they'll get Goldsmith at first. Here comes Colin Harrison, who's actually reached on an air twice. It's been his lucky day up to this point. The pitch in the dirt for ball one. Heavy winds here as I can start to feel them again. 1-0. Harrison lines this one up the middle. That's going to get down for a base hit. And Harrison a more of a base hit. Now here comes the man. I say Colin Harrison was having a lucky day. Here comes Brayden Ashburn. Unlucky day. He's been hit in his last two at-bats. So that's got to hurt a little bit. Didn't seem to have any grimace from either one of those, however. And that pitch is a strike on the outer part of the plate. It's 0-1. Sun coming in the clouds. They'll pitch home. Ashburn lines this. That's a fair ball. That's going to get to the gap. Harrison going to third. And it is a double for Brayden Ashburn. And now Carson Byers will be batting. Two-bagger. For Brayden Ashburn. The pitch. And that is fouled back and out of play by Carson Byers. It's 0-1.
Let travel, kid. Let travel, kid.
Got the 0-1. The pitch home. Byers lines it to left field. That's going to drop for a base hit. And Harrison scores from third. It's now 11-1. Oh, and that's going to be the game. I believe we have a mercy rule here. So that's going to be it. The Gales, 11 runs, 10 hits, no errors. McDonogh, 1 run, 2 hits, and 3 errors. A dominant win for the Gales. And I'd like to thank you all. I'd like to thank Mr. Dutrow for producing this game. And I'd like to thank you all for watching on MSJ TV. Let's go Gales.